Zlatan Ibrahimovic floors Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta with huge shoulder barge during World Cup qualifier. Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta was on the receiving end of a huge shoulder barge from Zlatan Ibrahimovic during Spain's World Cup qualifier with Sweden on Sunday evening. Spain sealed top spot in Group B after a late Alvaro Morata goal secured a 1-0 victory over Sweden at the Estadio de la Cartuja. Ibrahimovic, meanwhile, was fortunate to escape punishment after the former Manchester United striker floored Azpilicueta with a nasty shoulder tackle during a corner in the closing stages of the game. Azpilicueta clearly felt the impact of Ibrahimovic's barge as the Chelsea defender stayed on the ground for a few minutes. But the AC Milan forward had acted like he had been pushed into Azpilicueta by another Spain player. Ibrahimovic only received a yellow card for the incident, which did not appear to be reviewed by VAR. In a reply to a post on Twitter which showed a clip of the incident after the game, Azpilicueta wrote, "All good here," and uploaded a picture of himself smiling. The result means Spain have now automatically qualified for next year's World Cup, while Sweden must go through the playoffs. "Today has been a very beautiful day," said Spain head coach Luis Enrique. "We have suffered a lot, but the players have had faith and have taken their fair prize. They are an excellent group. Not only the 25 who are here but all those who have been coming. We are already in the World Cup. To be honest, it has taken a big weight off my shoulders." Dortmund, in contact with Hakim Ziyech as they plot January transfer swoop for struggling Chelsea playmaker. Hakim Ziyech could be handed a transfer lifeline with Borussia Dortmund reportedly interested in the Chelsea player. The Moroccan has found himself out of favour at Stamford Bridge under new boss Thomas Tuchel. He joined the Blues for £40 million last year but has started just twice in the Premier League so far this season. Now reports in Germany suggest Dortmund are eyeing the 28-year-old as they look to bring in January reinforcements. Bild claims the Bundesliga giants have made contact with the Ziyech camp as they mull an offer for the playmaker. A move could take the form of a loan in January, with Chelsea not keen on losing the play permanently. But Ziyech is desperate for regular football and would be open to a new start. He was brought in by Tuchel's predecessor Frank Lampard and is under contract with the Premier League leaders until 2025. The ex-Ajax man was part of the stellar side that made it all the way to the Champions League semi-finals in 2019. He has found opportunities limited under Tuchel, who prefers to deploy the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi and Kai Havertz. Dortmund had earlier shown interest in Hudson-Odoi, but Tuchel is thought unwilling to part with the 21-year-old academy product. And the German club's hopes of re-signing Jadon Sancho on loan from Manchester United have been written off, with neither the player nor the Red Devils open to a deal. Jules Kounde reveals impact over failed Chelsea transfer. Sevilla centre-back Jules Kounde admits he was affected by his failed move to Chelsea in the summer. The Champions League holders were keen to recruit a new central defender in the summer transfer window and Kounde was their priority target. After securing a £97.5 million deal to sign Romelu Lukaku from Inter in August, Chelsea then turned their attention to land Kounde from Sevilla. However, after initially believed they had reached an agreement over Kounde's fee, Sevilla raised their asking price by €15 million (£12.8 million) to €80 million (£68.5 million). Chelsea refused to meet Sevilla's new demand and Kounde has ended up staying in La Liga. When asked by Telefoot if his failed move to Chelsea affected him, Kounde replied, "Yes, a little bit, but now I've dealt with it." Chelsea have also been linked with Juventus centre-back Matthijs de Ligt, but Tuchel admitted before the international break that the club's transfer plans could now change following Trevoh Chalobah's impressive rise this season. "I think every transfer period you need to evaluate again," Tuchel said last week. "You cannot say what we wanted in the summer, we do in the winter. And what we want to do in winter, we want to do the next summer. It is not like this. Your opinion changes, players change, you have evolvement in the group, you have an atmosphere that you build, you see who is absolutely reliable and these connections build up and create something special hopefully in the group. So you cannot say what we tried in the summer did not happen, so we will try again for sure in the winter. Sometimes it is like this. If we see the same need, but clearly, Trevoh is now here with us and he deserves to be here with us. It had nothing to do with if we can sign another central defender or not. But he stepped up. The responsibility was even more on his shoulders and he can handle it so far in a very impressive way. This is the situation and it has an effect on our next decisions in the next transfer period. It is always like this. What Jose Mourinho told Tammy Abraham after Chelsea departure. Tammy Abraham has revealed Jose Mourinho told him to become a «monster» after leaving Chelsea for Roma last summer. The England international swapped London for the Italian capital after Thomas Tuchel told him he was surplus to requirements at Stamford Bridge. Romelu Lukaku's arrival effectively ended Abraham's Chelsea career and the forward had a number of interested parties, including Arsenal and Spurs, once it became apparent that he would leave the Blues. Abraham opted for Roma, with the lure of working with Mourinho proving too difficult to turn down for the 24-year-old. Abraham has revealed the self-proclaimed special one demanded he became a «monster» following his arrival at the Stadio Olimpico. Asked what Mourinho has taught him at Roma, Abraham told The Telegraph, "Just be a monster, really. I think one of the things he said was I was too much of a nice player and that you have to show that aggressiveness as you're getting older as a striker. It's not always about being nice on the pitch. You need that character, you need that presence to frighten defenders and I think that's something I'm learning and getting better at." Abraham's managed 5 goals in 17 starts this term, with his goal rate slowing down in recent weeks. Some have suggested his move to Italy could put him out of the picture for a place in England's 2022 World Cup squad, but Abraham believes it's the opposite. "At first that was at the back of my mind," said Abraham. "Do I really want to leave the Premier League? It's the best league and where everyone wants to play. You always have doubts in your mind. But I think going to Serie A in a team like Roma, which is a massive club, I don't think people will really forget you as long as you are doing your thing, scoring and playing well. That makes a noise in itself. I just have to keep doing the right things really, and as you can see Gareth keeps an eye on players playing abroad as well." Ruben Loftus-Cheek singles out, fantastic, Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy for praise. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has lavished praise on Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy for his impressive performances for the Blues this season. The Senegal international has formed a key part of a Chelsea rearguard which has conceded just 4 goals in 11 Premier League games this season. Thomas Tuchel's European champions sit top of the league table on 26 points, with Manchester City and West Ham both 3 points behind them. Mendy's 6 clean sheets in 10 games, as well as a host of top saves, have been vital for the West London side, and Loftus-Cheek believes the goalkeeper is exactly what a team with title aspirations needs. "We have a lot of players in the team who bring different qualities, but Mendy has been fantastic in goal," he told Chelsea's website. "He's been a constant from the start of the season and some of the saves he's made have kept us in winning situations. That's what you need if you're trying to win a title, to have someone like that behind you who can always save you after a mistake. He can get you out of trouble and he's been fantastic." Blues Academy graduate Loftus-Cheek himself is also enjoying a more regular role under Tuchel after suffering plenty of injury setbacks in his career. "I've always believed that I could make it, but there have just been a lot of setbacks along the way," he added. "Despite that, I've always believed that I could play for Chelsea regularly. For me, it's just about staying injury-free and I've been that for over a year now for the first time in my career. There's something I can take from that and I'm really happy with myself. The extra work that I'm doing is keeping me on the pitch and available to play, which is the most important thing. On top of that, I have to do the work and play well on the pitch, which always feels natural for me anyway. When I'm feeling good, I generally perform well."
That is all just new today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.